Hi folks. So as I said, I was going to do a vlog for my more historically minded people, if you want to put it that way. Anyway, so as you can see, might be not the most jolly of places to be, perhaps, but anyway, so obviously, as you can see, I've brought you to a cemetery. Now you might be thinking, flipping heck, why has he brought us to a cemetery? That's really cheery. Well, this is a special cemetery, and also there's a special reason why I'm here today, to be quite honest, because a friend of mine, I won't mention his name right now, but anyway, so there's a friend of mine who suggested coming here to meet up, because we haven't met up for a little while, and like I say, we need to have a little chat and stuff and whatever and blah 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 blah. Anyway, now initially I didn't really want to come to a cemetery necessarily, particularly at the time, because of the way I was feeling and so on and so on and so forth. But anyway, a few days have gone past since then and whatever and blah blah blah, and I'm feeling a little bit better and da da da. So like I said, I thought to myself, do you know what? It actually might be an interesting place to do some vlogs in, which I'd never thought of until my friend mentioned this place. So, anyway, like I said, we've come here today. Now, I don't know how big this place is, but it's starting to look quite extensive. And it's actually just cost us £4. Now, that's really unusual, because nearly every cemetery I've ever been in throughout my life, for whatever reasons, for various different reasons, you don't usually pay to go into a cemetery. Oh, I think she said go left. Hang on, yeah, I think she said go left. The lady at the gate where we paid, it was £4 to get in. Anyway, the thing is that there's a very famous person buried here. Now, I don't know how many of my viewers know anything about their history or whatever, but we're in Highgate Cemetery. This is Highgate Cemetery, and a very, very famous person is buried here. And he's famous for, I guess, not just one particular thing, maybe, I guess, although he's mostly known for... anyway, I don't want to sort of spoil it too much yet, so I'm going to leave it until we get there to the actual tomb, and then I'll do a little vlog there. Right, so I think we're on the right path. I'm not entirely sure. I could have swore she said go left, but let's just look at this place. I've never been. This actually is a much more interesting cemetery than I've ever been in my entire life, to be quite honest, because I've never actually been in a cemetery that looks like a flipping forest. Most cemeteries I've ever been in, it's nicely neat cut grass and, you know, nicely, what's the name, and you know, I've never been in a... This is starting to blow me away, actually. Wow, that's an oak tree, by the way, in front of us. That's a gorgeous little oak tree there. But wow, it's got a really magical feel to this place. I know that might sound a bit weird. I don't know. That is firing my imagination like you would not believe. The way the light's shining through the trees, the way it's catching on the leaves, the distance of the trees in front of me, the nearer trees to me, wow. I've never been in a place like this before. This is, wow, this is really fascinating. Oh, this is really fascinating. Look at the shape that tree's making over there, that oak tree. I love that. I always think oak trees with their branches always look like arms stretching out. You see what I mean? You see how it's firing my imagination? You see how my imagination is taking off? I mean, wow. those branches look like, they remind me of arms stretching out, searching for something or whatever. That's the way I see it. Right, now, I think I've taken us off the beaten track, to be quite honest, but do you know what? We've got plenty of time. Let's just have a little explore, and I'm sure I'll get us back on track at some point. I love this. This is... wow. I've never been in a place like this before. This is really... wow, look at this. You've got this branching off of two little pathways, and I've never been in a cemetery like this. This is like... I mean, even though obviously it's a used... well, I say used, I mean, I don't know if they still inter people in this, but... and obviously these graves are not necessarily upkept. You know, they're not obviously tended by people. Presumably it's quite a forgotten cemetery, or at least this bit of it anyway. I mean, you know, up the top there where we was on the main thoroughfare, it looked like there was regular flower spot on graves and stuff, and there seemed to be people tending some of the graves there, probably relatives of people and whatever. But this bit, like, obviously it's all overgrown and all neglected or whatever, but it hasn't got that feel as though it's abandoned or it's for complete... I don't know. Maybe I'm making absolutely no sense whatsoever, because I am finding it difficult to make any sense. Wow. I don't know. This... I have never been in a place like this. Like I said, I've been to plenty of cemeteries in my time, for various different reasons, and they're all usually well manicured, well kept, and even the ones that are slightly neglected or whatever, they're usually in little church graveyards or something or whatever. Nothing like this. But this is like being in the woods and then just stumbling across an old graveyard or something. I've never been in the woods where there's... wow. Yeah, this is really, really fascinating. So, let's have a little wander down here. I mean, look at all these little pathways and all. Little pathway here. I guess I've got to go down this way. I don't know why, but I feel drawn to going this way. And I think this is maybe where the Karl Marx... oh no, I've just dropped myself in it. I don't believe I just did that. I meant to keep it a bit of a what's name, and I just dropped myself right in that one. Right, sorry, yes, I've let the cat out of the bag, haven't I? Right, so, yes, okay, guys. So, yes, we're going to see Karl Marx's tomb. And of course, I dropped myself right in it there, didn't I? Yeah, Karl Marx. Oh, God. I'm used to keeping a secret. Or keeping a, what's the name, surprise, you know what I mean? They never tell me you're doing a surprise birthday party for somebody. I'll inevitably, inadvertently, you know, spill the beans. Not intentionally necessarily, but... oh, God, that was pretty useless, wasn't it? Anyway, fair enough. You now know where we're going. We're going to Karl Marx's tomb. But look at this place. Wow. This is incredible. Wow, I didn't know it was really like that. I'd seen pictures of it. I've seen the odd documentary and vaguely remember it looking kind of interesting. But until you get here, I guess you don't really fully appreciate just what it's like. I mean, I think it's huge and all. I mean, it goes all the way up there. I don't know how far back up that way, because it goes up a hill. Then you go all the way back over there somewhere, then obviously down here, and I don't know how far down that way it goes. Oh man. Right, I think we carry on this way. I have no idea why, but let's just keep going. And let's keep the vlog going. I was going to stop the vlog and then wait till we got to the... but this is just... wow, I feel so... I'm completely gobsmacked, to be quite honest. This is really amazing. I know I keep repeating myself, I know I keep saying the same thing. Oh, this is really amazing. But that's because I'm completely blown away. Like I said, that's the only way I can describe it. It's the best descriptive word I can think of at the moment is I'm completely blown away with this place. I don't know what it is. It's just like, wow. It's like all sorts of different things. Another thing that just popped into my head literally just then was film set. You know what I mean? Don't know why, but all of a sudden film set came into my head. It's like I'm walking on the lot of some sort of film set of some either horror movie or something. I don't know. You know, it's just wow. This is amazing. Now I think Karl Marx's tomb is up here, but don't quote me on that because I'm sure the lady said turn left. I veered off the main path to go exploring in this bit, but we kind of I think we're kind of heading in the same direction we would have been if we were going to the Karl Marx tomb. But like I say, I can't guarantee that, to be quite perfectly honest with you, because I've never been here before in my entire life. So now I think we go up this way. And the chances are when we get there actually as well, thinking about it, and because it's such a nice day and there's lots of people walking about in here, I've noticed, and I don't think they're all just, I think they're not all they're not all family tending to graves necessarily. I mean, there's a guy with a camera up here I can see for a start off. This could well be it here, maybe. I've got a little group of people, well I'll say group, there's like 2 guys, but he's got his tripod and everything. This could be it. Oh, it is! Here he is! This is it, this is it. Here's Karl Marx. Yep, this is Karl Marx's tomb. I recognise it because it's got a big bust of his head on the top of it. So yeah, I was right to carry on this way. And I did choose the right path in the end. But as you can see, it's also definitely a used cemetery. It's just that bit, fascinatingly, was just left to its own devices, which I find absolutely amazing and incredible. Right, here he is, guys. Here he is. Workers of all lands unite. Karl Marx. The philosophies have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Absolutely, to change it. Yeah. Wow. So there he is. Karl Marx, man. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave the video there for now. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.